So, E3 is coming along soon, and you know what that means, speculations galore. But instead of doing a list of what I want from E3, let's talk about Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. Because from last time I discussed E3, we only have one other game that is yet to be launched, and since I have no clue what Tomodachi Life even is, I guess that just narrows down my next list. As of the time I'm writing this, we're not really that far off from the Smash Direct, and since I have more to discuss from Smash 4, I guess you can call this a spin-off list of my 2013 Nintendo announcements video. Although not an actual sequel because, well, you know. But anyways, yes, I'm doing a countdown focused on my excitement for a game that's not even out yet. You know, judging by the last time I did this sort of thing, I can probably get popular off of this. What, I can dream, can't I? As for the candidates of this list, well, anything goes. As for what I mean, I'm not going to list examples, just see for yourself. Anyways, let's get rolling. I often look back at the history of video games, and I wonder how anyone has found ways of making games that look from this to this. It just blows my mind on how humanity has come across such tactics. But I digress. Look at these visuals for Smash. I'm not really talking too much about the 3DS, even though they do look nice. Nah, I'm looking at the Wii U's visuals. I mean, oh, it's so beautiful. Just look at these character models. Look at these effects. Final Destination. I'm foaming in the mouth. Call help. Even though I shrugged off the 3DS's visuals, I wonder how better they'll look when I finally get the game for myself. Black and White's visuals looked even better on my 3DS than the internet, so I think this holds high promise. Not too much to say, everything's pretty, that's all. Next. As I was looking at some of the stages, I noticed something peculiar. Practically all of them were flat, easy to fight on stages, kind of like Final Destination. When we finally got to that part of the stream, it turns out, yeah, that's what Sakurai was intending. And to be honest, I like this. You see, I made some friends over the past year that really enjoy fighting games, and I'm pointing right at these beautiful specimens of human being. But once again, I digress. Their interest for fighting games has kinda rubbed off on me, and when they are viewing tournaments, I often like to watch as well, just to learn how to be good. Because I get bodied all the time and it's annoying me so much! What? It's relevant. Anyways, you know how some stages are often tournament banned? Well, with all the stages playing out in almost the same way, it should appeal to the normal fighting game masses and come to a Smash 4 tourney, you bet I want to participate. I apologize if I've been back and forth with this entry, but the main thing I like about all the stages is that there are no gimmicks, no BS, and I like that. Well, some of them do have hazards, like the Yellow Devil, that Find Me thing, and... Deconfirmed! Does anyone remember the city trial mode from Kirby's Air Ride where you fly around the city collecting buffs and partaking in various challenges with those buffs? Well, Smash Bros. For the 3DS has a mode similar to this, and I want it! Basically, this game mode is pretty much like City Trial, but you play it as you would an adventure mode. You go around on a large stage, platforming your way to kill enemies such as Stalfos, Chandelure, Bulborbs, and oh, they return, what fun! And then you use them for other mini-games, or, the obvious fun thing, free-for-all. Man, this mode sounds chaotic and hectic, and I love it. I want to put this mode higher, but it's only a 3DS exclusive mode, which is kinda unfortunate, because I want to see this made in that visual equivalent of sex of a Wii U port. Well, maybe they'll have something equally awesome for the Wii U.
I hope.
You know, it just hit me. I think Sakurai is slowly growing more insane over the course of developing this game. I mean, look at some of the signs. There's this article that describes how any other developer would have killed themselves while developing this game. Oh, and have you seen some of the new items and assist trophies? Sure, you have some of the usual bombs and beam swords and stuff for the items, and then you have stuff like the X-Bomb, the Hakatate Bomb, and the Steel Diver Missile Launcher. And sure, we got some awesome assist trophies like Waluigi, Saki, and Dark freaking Samus, but we also have those unexpected assist trophies like Mother Brain, Isabelle, and no, that is freaking Pong! That is Pong, Sakurai! What is this? Oh, maybe I was wrong about Sakurai being insane. I think he just has a sense of humor like any other fun person in this world. Okay, there's not too much to say about this next factor, but I have to say, Sakurai, you brilliant brilliant man. What I can gather, you can customize various attributes of your character's special moves, such as Mario launching either a huge fireball or many small fireballs, Kirby's breath having ice effects, or DK just not simply giving a crap. Like I said, there's not really much to it. All I gotta say is give me a copy of this game now. With a new Smash Bros. Game, or any fighting game in general, is in development, a developer's main priority should be to fix what's wrong with the character in the first place, or at least balance out the character so they don't become overpowered or underpowered. And since Sakurai announced that, he was doing so instead of just expanding the roster. So what does Sakurai do to improve some of the veterans? Well, it does enough to merit a spot of this kind this high up. The first two characters I want to talk about are Samus and Zelda. You know how they used to transform mid-game into different characters? Well, that's not really quite the case anymore. Samus stays in her suit after the laser, and Zelda's down special is replaced by a summoned phantom. So what does this say for the other two characters? Well, that's what they are now, their own characters. Zero Suit Samus has more mobility with those boots that make her look like a dive kick representative, and an excuse for overreactive feminists to get all pissy about. And Sheik, who looks very combo heavy. Aside from this, I can only list off a few other improvements because, well, they kind of speak for themselves. Lucario's aura has gotten a strength boost so large that it can Olimar has a better recovery move, Pit's air game is nerfed but everything else is buffed, and Charizard now stands alone. And apparently, from what I can tell, the Charizard haters think that's just biased fan service.
Well, let me tell you that... You know what? No. I'm gonna save that rant for later.
You remember Brawls Online, right? Yeah, Brawls Online was about as functional as piecing together a computer with your hands that are made of mallets. All I have to say is unless you have godlike internet, good luck getting any matches done. That and the online features were so limited. So let's see what Sakurai does to improve the online functionality. Well, for once, since the next installments are on a superior console and a superior handheld, so that alone should speak numbers on how the online system works. However, Sakurai is adding other features to make sure that online play is more accessible. For one, there's going to be an online ranking system that does exactly what you think it does. Also, there are two different functions for online play, both hilariously named For Fun and For Glory. For Fun picks a random selection of stages that isn't Final Destination, has items on, and only records victories. But For Glory is set only on Final Destination, which looks phenomenal, has no items, and records anything. So to rename these modes, For Fun would be for tiny baby men, and For Glory would be for anyone else. Yes! Yes, Sakurai loves us all! And I'm happy to clap along if you know. I know that my second highest reason is because of a blatantly obvious reason, but come on, it should make sense, right? Sure, playing games on your couch while viewing them on your giant flat-screen television is nice and relaxing, but can you comprehend how much of a moneymaker taking your video games out of your couch and with you wherever you go? It's ideas like that that gives Nintendo all of the monies. Yes, like I said, it's obvious that a game called Smash Bros. For the 3DS would be a portable game, and placing a spot like this would seem to be a cop-out. But dude, taking Smash Bros., a home video game franchise, on a system which you can take anywhere is an idea that I'm amazed hasn't been thought of before, although I doubt it would be well oriented on these. But playing Smash Bros. In places like a car ride, at school, the library, a restaurant, a baseball game, underwater, in a volcano, on the moon, you name it, it's just astounding. I know that marketing choices like these have sparked my Sakurai Cross Money rant/fanfiction last year, but there's just one more reason why I'm willing to surrender my green slips of cash to the Green God. Oh, come on, guys. We all know why we're excited to play Smash Bros. In the first place. Do you think that Sakurai is undercover with Microsoft to fit Master Chief in the game? No, I doubt it. That must mean I have yet to talk about the newcomers. Like it wasn't obvious. The core of what makes a Smash Bros. Game sell are its playable fighters, but at the core of what makes us excited for a Smash Bros. Game are the newcomers to join the ring. I went over 3 of them before, but I'll do it again anyways. The first of them is the Animal Crossing Villager. Obviously, all of his moves are based off of how he lives his life. You know, pocketing Sonic Springs, Samus's Charge Shots, and even Zelda's Phantoms, cruising on a Lloyd Rock, and even building a freaking house on people!
Oh gee, you know, the usual.
Newcomer number 2 is Mega Man, oh my god! Sorry, it's just comforting to know that first-party game companies are actually giving the Blue Bomber some respect. You can tell that all of his moves are based off powers he's obtained over the course of his games, and his final smash is it. Hey Capcom, can you just go ahead and sell your rights to the Mega Man franchise over to Nintendo, since, you know, it's kinda clear that you weren't giving your popular IP the right kind of treatment. Okay, newcomer number 3 is the way... Oh, that's still not gonna get old. Kill everybody by deep breathing. Since I last talked about these guys, a few more guys have showed up. Number 4 is Rosalina and Luma, who can control her Luma to do some extra fighting. So basically, she's a Persona character, or Relius, or Conqueror. Although I must say, since her reveal in Mario Kart 3D World and Mario Kart... No. Although I must say, since her reveal in Mario 3D World and Mario Kart 8, it's kinda clear that Nintendo's hiding a Mario Galaxy 3. Let's just say I'm not really holding my excitement in. And the other newcomer to join the ring is Little Mac. Little Mac is a freaking beast on the ground. He's basically Ike, who knows how to run. And if he does enough damage...
Now, Mac, let it rip. World's waiting for you, kid.
Huh! Although, to prevent him from being overpowered, his air game is, to quote Sakurai, just terrible. But that won't really do too much because air-oriented foes have to come down sometime. So, yeah, that's kind of it for today. All these people are awesome.
I've been the digital pioneer. What? No, I didn't really watch the end of the stream. Why, is there someone else? Alright then, fine.
Oh yeah, I heard Charizard was on his own in this game. All these overly biased Charizard haters are getting so pissy about the... Wait, is that Mewtwo? Is Mewtwo making a return? Why did you tell me there was a newcomer? Mewtwo's not new, he was in Melee. But I don't care, we're finally getting a Lucario versus Mewtwo battle. This is amazing! No, wait a second, that can't be Mewtwo because all of his attacks are purple and this guy's attack is blue. And that also looks like a water move. Wait a minute, is that a shuriken? And did this guy do a hand sign? That can only mean that we get to play as Greninja. Oh my lord! We get to play as the freaking Water Ninja! Screw Zoroark, we get to play as freaking Greninja, who's got water swords, a substitute, and a freaking Valkyrie Ragnarok Astral Ninja Smash thing! Greninja is hype incarnate!
I'm trying my best not to make a repeat of last year. I'm trying my best not to explode into another money rant. You're not gonna make me do it again. I've been the digital pioneer. Hey, Sakurai! No! Hey, Nintendo!
Smash Bros. For the 3DS has a mode similar to this, and I want it!
It's your mom.
Hey.
You need anything from the store?
No.
What about, you might be almost out of...
Actually, yeah, I do need, like, more stuff.
You need more shampoo, do you?
Yeah.
What soap? Yeah, you got a bunch of soap in there. Okay. Anything else?
No. Well, thanks for knocking.